Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And shalom to you sincere, hopeful, elect brothers and sisters listen and learning. And to you brothers preaching and teaching this truth through the four corners of the earth. It's the brother Nathan coming out of the GMS Indianapolis camp. I just want to hit this article real quick. It's from the Daily Hold, news and insight for the digital economy. Now, this article was on April 27th, just a couple months ago. But hey, nonetheless, it's still relevant. So check this out. It says J.P. Morgan Chase and Bank of America suffer four. Let's see, this is a crazy. This is a crazy number. Look, 4.5 billion in losses. That's unrecoverable debt source report. See, look, it's unrecoverable debt. All right, so we're talking about businesses, people, taking these loans out and never being able to even pay it back. All right, it says the two largest banks in the U.S. are declaring a loss of 4.5 billion in debts that customers are unable to pay. J.P. Morgan Chase says its net charge-offs, which are debts that the bank does not expect to receive, hit 2 billion in the first quarter of this year, report of Reuters. That's nearly twice the amount of unrecoverable debt compared to the same quarter last year. Meanwhile, Bank of America reported 1.5 billion in net charges off, a surge from slacking from 807 million a year prior. BFOA says those losses stem mainly from credit card debt that will likely never be paid. Quote, Bank of America is seeing cracks in the finances of borrowers with below prime credit scores whose household spending is affected by higher interest rates and inflation. Chief Financial Officer Alistair Borthwick told an analyst on an earnings call. And see, that's the thing. With this inflation, you've seen that peak, start. I mean, it's still continuing, but you see it get worse after the C19 event. Okay. So now, with the supply chain still jacked up because you're talking about a system that was never meant to stop at all. All right, this global supply chain, right, and it still hasn't truly recovered. All right, and the fact that it really can't, because that put out a lot of businesses that within those supply chains. So a lot of people went under, major corporations. All right, from small to large, right? And also with that inflation, people are spending more, but yet the pay is not going up. So now people are utilizing their once was good credit, right? But maxing out the credit cards. So you got 15, 20,000, limits or more. People are hitting the top, and then guess what? They're not able to even pay it back, because they're still trying to keep up with their rent, or mortgages, you know. What else? And in the grocery store too, to trick consumers. So instead of just keep raising prices on food, which they're doing that too, but now they're doing a thing called shrinkflation, where you might be paying $5 for a box of whatever, but you're getting less. So you find yourself going to the grocery store even more, so so you're still spending the money. It's just an illusion of, oh, it's still the same price. Nah, you're getting less. All right. So this is putting a heavy burden on the people, man, and that's also gonna help fuel the civil unrest, the civil type war, because people are gonna have it, and they're tired of working 60, 70 hours just to keep their head above water. All right, and that's happening in the workplace. You got people working 2, 3 jobs. Sleeping less. So people are frustrated, man, and people are getting ready to lose it, man. That's why you're seeing, not to get too off track, but that's why, I mean, this is all a domino effect, right? You knock one domino and knocks all the rows down, right? So another thing is going on is what people are what was I gonna say? Lord willing, come back to me, lost it here. But nonetheless, though, yeah. Oh yeah, that's why you're seeing a lot of people road raging and blowing people's heads off in the middle of traffic because these people are on the edge, man. They're seeing the grip is tightening on all these people, especially here in America, Babylon the Great, man, because this place is on its way out, and you see it with things like this happening. You're not gonna be able to sustain it. That's why all roads are leading to the MOT to the B. All right, that charagma, that mark, because of what? Because money. All right, and it says while lenders earn money from interest payments, they seek to avoid situations in which customers fall so far behind on loans that they have to be written off. Net charges Net charge-offs are also on the rise at Citigroup and Wells Fargo, as a recent poll from the Federal Reserve finds most banks are now tightening lending standards for most type of loans. Quotes, banks reported tighter standards and weaker demand for home equity lines of credit. Moreover, for credit card, auto, and other consumer loans, standards reportedly tightened and demand weakened on balance. Despite the losses, both J.P. Morgan Chase and Bank of America say their balance sheets are sound. See, that's that piece of safety talk. Now let me get that real quick. See, they always gotta come with that piece of safety talk. Like, oh well, even with all these crazy losses, we're still fine. Nah, that's gonna catch up with you. This First Thessalonians 5:3. Actually, I just started verse 1. This First Thessalonians 5:1. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you." Right, because the ones that are paying attention, staying circumspect, staying involved, staying on that watchtower and paying attention, you're knowing that this place is over. All right. All right, Yahweh Shemal Shai is pulling the rug from out from under this place. All right, so these people being in heavy debt and in heavy stressful situations, financially, to where people are barely able to survive. People aren't able to take their vacations and not live the lifestyle like they want to anymore. You know, and we know that this is all going to lead to the destruction. All right. Hey, because what 2 Corinthians 2:11 says, what, for we are not ignorant of Satan's lest Satan's get an advantage of, we're not ignorant of his devices. And his media was a device, so they're lying. And continue, like I said, to push that. Oh, everything's all right. Verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall cometh as a thief in the night. Right. So if the ones in the know, they know they're looking for the return to Yahweh Shemel Shah. They're looking for the signs and the times of the destruction of this place. And these are part of the signs. All right. Because this is going to lead to what? Famines. The people can't afford stuff. And these companies can't stay in business because what? That's going to end up leading to them not being able to take more loans or to bail themselves out. All right, so the company's going to start falling, supply chain broken down even more. These are things that are happening. In verse 3, it says, for when they shall say a piece of safety, so even though all these billions of dollars in losses and unrecoverable debt, but their books, their balance sheets are sound. Yeah, okay. Then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Right. So you can apply that to also, hey, one day these people are going to go to the bank and not going to be able to do anything, or the card's going to be off. And we seen that just a few weeks ago during I forgot what they called it, but that CrowdStrike, Microsoft's CrowdStrike supposedly update that stop businesses from being able to do do business as far as transactions go for money transactions. People didn't have access to banks. So hey, we're just moments away from a black swan event. You're gonna wake up and not be able to use your stuff, right? And like I said, these are just birth pains, just like a woman in travail. And this is part of the birth pains is the financial collapse of the society, man. Just like in ancient Rome. All right, that's why this is the revised Roman Empire. All right, nothing new under the sun, right? Same spirits here, doing the same thing. It says J.P. Morgan Chase earned 49.6 billion in profit last year, while Bank of America earned 24.9 billion. All right, all right. So that's it right there. But yeah, they ain't gonna be able to sustain that. They can say all that piece of safety talk they want to, but hey, as this picture shows, hey, the dollar is through. It's on its way out too. That's another thing too, the devaluing of the currency. So that's why it's taking more. That's why you have to spend more, all right, to get certain items or products. All right, that's part of the inflation too. All right, all right. Let's get this. And we'll close out. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, and let's see here. I'll start verse 3 again. Habakkuk 2 and 3 says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." Right, and this is part of the vision. This is part of the prophecies that, that this place is going to fall. You know what I mean? And this is part of the destruction of it, is the financial collapse. All right, America, Babylon, the Great isn't going to be able to sustain this. Like I said, all roads with this financial situation, with these banks getting ready to fail, is lead to what? The MOTB, that mark. All right, that Revelation 13 and 16. And I'm going to get that, Lord willing. It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not right in him." Talking about what? Esau, Edom, so-called white man, because he's the wicked, pursuing the Malachi 1 and 4. And then what? The earth is in control, because Job 9:24 says what? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right? It says, "But the just shall live by faith," and the just are, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, excuse me, the elect of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, those of the children of Israel. All right? And we're talking about the elect of the nation of Israel. All right? Because they're going to live by their faith, which is a gift from Yahweh Shemel. Verse 5, "Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he's a proud man, neither keepeth home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and as his death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people." Right, because Esau goes through rape, robbery, and murder, and throughout all the lands, around the world, and puts his puppet leaders and basically tries to police the whole entire world, right? In verse 6 it says, here's the point: "Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe," which means destruction, "to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that laden himself with thick clay." And that was the point. The thick clay is what talking about this debt. All this debt just racking up and just spending and spending and spending. What the U.S. debt, in total debt, if you look at the U.S. debt clock, the national debt's like 30, I'm going to say like 34 trillion if not, but the total debt of all businesses, people, institutions, and the government, it's over 100 trillion. Like when you look at that debt clock. All right, so that's not sustainable. All right, they're going to have to do a global reset, and that's where that, matter of fact, let's go ahead and get the scripture. All right, but yeah, so they're not going to be able to sustain this no more. Let's get this. Revelation 13 and 16, and it reads, "And he called us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark." And that word mark in the Greek is charagma. All right, that's the actual physical insertion, right? And then the root word of charagma is charax, which that would be the device used, to insert the chip. All right, to receive a mark in the right hand or their foreheads, and that's going to be used by the RFID microchip or over in, I believe, in the Europe, it's the NFC, near field communication device, and C chip, but nonetheless, same thing. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, so hey, nobody gonna be able to buy or sell unless you got that. All right, and that's that beast system. All right, that's gonna utilize that. All right, but Yahweh Shema Shai ultimately is gonna, that's to be the ultimate temptation, and then that's who's gonna show. That's how you're truly gonna show. Hey, who you gonna serve? Are you gonna serve Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and make him your god, or are you gonna put your total faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, which Yahweh means he is or he exists, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ, means he saves or he delivers. All right, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai is the true names you must call upon. All right. So with that, I pray that was edifying to the elect. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakawadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of great